cascade of trouble. A colossal water main break is forcing people to boil water and raising fire safety fears.
Automakers warn Congress of a catastrophic collapse if they don't get a taxpayer bailout.
And a witness who swears mountain lions have returned to the Hudson Valley.
Live from Studio 7E in Rockefeller Center, this is News for New York.
Good evening. A huge water main break in New Jersey is affecting 3 counties.
Water gushed out of the fractured 60-inch water main in Franklin Township on Weston Canal Road. It forced schools to close early. It shut down roads. And tonight, a mandatory boil water emergency is in effect for parts of the area. Let's go to Jim Smith, who's live in Chopper 4. Jim?
Yeah, and David, this water main break, as you can see, still large amounts of water coming out with a lot of force here off of Weston Canal Road in Franklin Township. This water main break is affecting townships throughout 3 counties. It is also forcing the closure of about a half a dozen schools in the area. Now, this break happened earlier today. This is along Weston Canal Road near Randolph Road, which is about a half mile from Route 287 in Franklin Township. The water, as you can see right now, has been coming out with this force all afternoon. It is eroded-away part of the area where the break happened. Now, the water is making its way into the Delaware and Raritan Canal, which runs alongside the Raritan River. That is where the water is going. So at this point, we are not seeing any flooding along any local streets or along any businesses or homes, although the water in the area is in the process of being shut down to some of those businesses. Now, along with all of the towns that are being affected in the area, again, this is affecting parts of 3 counties, parts of Union, Somerset, and Middlesex counties. Many of the towns in the area are implementing a boil water advisory for the next 24 hours while this situation is being dealt with. Again, though, here, a large water main break continues here in Franklin Township, New Jersey. Live at Chopper 4, I'm Jim Smith. Back to you in the studio.
Jim, any word on when they might get a handle on this?
Sue, at this point, they have implemented the boil water advisory for the next 24 hours, but as you can see, this water main break still going with a lot of force here, and no word yet on exactly how long it'll take to shut down the water in the area. And then, of course, once they finally get that taken care of, all of the repairs will need to be made to this water main break. But again, still an ongoing situation here.
All right, we'll keep an eye on it. Jim Smith, thank you. Bailout money has been flowing like water from Washington, but today on Capitol Hill, the Bush administration had to defend its rescue of the financial industry. Meanwhile, automakers are asking for billions of their own. Tracy Potts is live in Washington with our story. Tracy?
Hi, Sue. We're just starting to hear from those automakers late this afternoon, and if you want to know how bad their situation is, listen to what the head of the Auto Workers Union said just a few minutes ago. He called it a dire situation, a crisis. They're telling us that millions of jobs could be lost if these automakers don't get some sort of financial help and get it quickly, that national security could be affected. And they're also pushing back a bit at the administration, which has pinpointed management failures, saying these were not management failures. What's happening in their industry is a result of the global economic crisis. Congress has already set aside $25 billion for automakers to retool their factories. Now manufacturers are asking for another $25 billion soon. The Bush administration's against giving automakers any money from the $700 billion bank bailout.
The purpose is of stabilizing and strengthening our financial system. And I've said to you very clearly that I believe that the auto companies fall outside of that purpose.
Getting anything done on Capitol Hill in the next 3 days will be tough. Republican leaders are backing the administration.
To basically change the qualifications of the money that we have already appropriated is a sound way to go forward.
But Democrats say the administration can help manufacturers without Congress.
They have the authority within a matter of minutes to do what's needed with Detroit.
Treasury Secretary Hank Paulson's sudden switch from buying bank debt to buying stock has angered lawmakers.
And I hope that you understand the pain and the suffering of so many homeowners in this country that are losing their homes. So it's just not enough to say to the banks, here is the money, and by the way, I trust you. Because they are not lending.
Government lending to banks will continue. Lending to automakers, that's still in question. If automakers don't get the money right now, it could be January when the new Congress convenes before this comes up again. Live from Capitol Hill, I'm Tracy Potts, News 4 New York.
Tracy, thank you.